curfew complaints, but Mom.
Right.
I don't want to come home.
Or like none of my
8.
friends have to, or I don't need that, you know, don't you trust me? Love that one. I do, I trust you to be 14, which is why you need a curfew. So, so curfews are really good for 2 reasons. One, when kids push back on our rules, sometimes we think, well, maybe this shouldn't be a rule, like maybe they're right. We all know that we have to know where our kids are and when they'll be home. That's good parenting. So let your kids use their curfew to earn your trust. Write it down. This and this date, this is your curfew for the next 3 to 6 months. And when you're late, because that happens sometimes, if you've called first, this is the consequence for being late for curfew. If you didn't call first, this much harsher consequence is the consequence, because then it's written down, you sign it, they sign it, and then when they get home and you were so worried, you can just love them. You can just be grateful, they're okay, they're safe, hug them, I love you, I'm glad you're okay, good night, go to bed. You don't have to show them how angry and hurt you are, you don't have to think of an appropriate consequence when you're feeling that way, because you have a contract. And if they keep the contract really reliably, after 3 to 6 months, maybe they do earn a slightly later curfew.
How do you enforce the contract?
So the truth is, getting our kids to live with consequences, that's real life. That's just setting them up for real life. Everything we do, whether I had breakfast or not this morning, has a consequence. Am I really hungry now and cranky, or do I feel more comfortable? Everything, life just has consequences. It's not the same as punishments, where like you're in solitary confinement. That's not reasonable parenting in almost every case. What we can do though is say, hey, I am actually still in charge of you, and you're gonna be frustrated, angry with me, but there was a good reason I was late and a good reason I didn't call. All that's totally true, and I can have empathy for your frustration while you're grounded. I don't have to be belligerent with you about the fact that you're grounded. I will just remind you, I'm sorry I heard you on the phone making plans for that party, but remember, you're grounded this week.
Yeah, and then you're setting them up to be responsible adults, which is
to
our
call
job
work and say, I had a flat tire, I'm running late, as opposed to just showing up an hour late to work and losing your job. I don't want my kids to be shocked when they lose their job for just showing up late.
Well, what I love is you also practice what you preach with your own kids. And I always tell you this, but keep up the great work. Full of wonderful advice.